Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing the brand new and awesome integrated amplifier from WiiM, their WiiM Vibelink. Now WiiM is a relative newcomer to our industry and nobody would have anticipated the ripples that it has sent through the streaming and streaming amplifier market. You will see a series of all sorts of WiiM videos that we will see as part of their brand. This Vibelink takes what they learned in the Amp and the Amp Pro and takes it to an extreme level. Looking at the Texas Instrument Class D amplifiers, looking at the very best ones available and the very best op amps to support them, along with the ESS DACs and things that they're renowned for, and end up with a standalone brilliant integrated amplifier. This thing is compact. In fact, it's the same form factor as the WiiM Ultra. It's up here. The WiiM Ultra is WiiM's best standalone streamer. Touchscreen, colour display, awesome. Check it out, obviously. So the same form factor, designed of course to stack on top of each other. Now, why do you think they've done it and not just produced another better, bigger amplifier? Well, this is the core to the reason this product exists. Separate components always sound better. Lower noise floor, you're not cramming things into the same box. So WiiM have approached it with exactly that in mind, but still compact, just a two-box design. A streamer and an amplifier, more than suitable to the task. It's rated at 100 watts a channel into 8 ohms, yet uniquely it doubles that to 200 watts into the lower 4 ohm load, giving of course an implication of the quality of amplification on board. The compact design is also complemented with excellent cooling and other things like that because it's silent. There's no fans or other moving parts associated with its operation, and it's wonderful. Sound-wise, absolutely perfect. And then there's the price, which means any flaw that you might have dreamt up in a product of this nature is forgiven because of its budget price. Right, let's have a look. Firstly, WiiM logo in silver embossed, the high-res logo, Red Dot Award 2025, a colour pictorial of it. This is about the size of the product, by the way, and the Vibelink Amp. It's in the grey finish. You've got a basic logo, some information about the streaming and what buttons to push on the sides, scannable serial number on one side, and then at the back we've got again information Vibelink. You've got a what's in the box, so all the bits and accessories you would expect to see, and a bit of information about recycling and things along those lines. Now you can choose to slice the box open with these little tabs or sort of nick them. I'm a fan of slicing them with craft knives for obvious reasons. So there's two tabs, one here and one there, that enable you to gain access to the packaging really, really quickly. The unit, the top slides off easily. It's brilliant as far as the quality of the box. Okay, lifts off, and we've got the product sitting brilliantly inside. The accessories are very well labelled, so there's a first rectangular box off to one side, and it contains the power cord and some banana plugs. Now, you'll see why you need the banana plugs when you drill in a little bit further. So, there's the banana plugs. Just chuck those out. They're in a little wee cardboard box. And then of course a power cord. Now the power cord itself is a cloverleaf New Zealand power cord. So New Zealand power at the wall end and a 3-pin cloverleaf at the amplifier end. The second accessory pack, RCA cable, optical cable and 12 volt trigger cable. Now 12 volt trigger, kind of easy. If you're using another streamer or the Ultra, you've got a 12 volt out, so you can turn the streamer on with the app and the amplifier will turn on and light up. It's also a way of controlling the standby and off features as well. So we've got an RCA to RCA, marked red and black, basic quality. We've got the optical cable. It's a standard Toslink optical, and a 3.5mm trigger cable. The packaging, by the way, I think the bag is compostable, biodegradable, something like that. You know, they haven't really scrimped on these, and it's a nice long length. Gold plating, 3.5 mono control or trigger cable. Now the amplifier itself lifts out relatively easy, but I'll pause and I'll show you the rest. So in the bottom we've got the setup and information guide. Don't get intimidated by its size. It's lots and lots of pages. It is a quick start guide because it's a pretty straightforward product. The reason it's so big is that it's got every known language on board, okay? So everything is explained really easily. Okay, and off the packaging goes. Now the first thing is how nuggety this product is. It weighs kilos despite its very compact size. It's got a final layer of protection with some of these sort of semi-sticky tags holding a plastic cover. Removing it's very straightforward. I'm just being a little bit more careful than perhaps I should need to be. Okay. And we get to see the fit and finish. Now it's beautifully crafted. It has a lovely look and feel to it. We've got the WiiM logo front and centre, and of course it's worth mentioning that it kind of reads WiiM the other way as well. Before we look at the main features of the product, it's important to understand that it is very well ventilated. Again, a combination of aluminium heat sinks and some copper linkages and other things to ensure heat is sucked away even in operation. But there's lots of air ventilation for its passive cooling as well. We've got information about, the WiiM Vibelink Amp on the bottom and scannable repeat of the serial number. On the front we've got a traditional volume pot with a start and a stop. Okay. Then we have the Vibelink Amp subtly screen printed and an input which is a push button. The lights change colour depending on status and obviously to imply an input, so you've got a coax, an optical and an RCA. It's worth mentioning they've taken great care to ensure that there's an analog input so that not all of the inputs are immediately digitised. However, the ESS digital to analog converter is incorporated with any of the coax or optical digital inputs, and that runs 192K 24-bit, so very high resolution, as you would expect from a digital master like WiiM. The unit itself isn't very deep, again exactly the same form factor as the matched Ultra Streamer, and it's at the back we see how well appointed it is for such a budget product. The first thing we see is a standby button, so that's you tap it to bring it out of standby and into an operational state. The cloverleaf power input AC in, and then the 12 volt trigger 3.5mm input. Again the Toslink optical and coaxial digital, and then the analog inputs recessed, clearly labelled positive for red and negative is white. Then we see recessed banana sockets. Well, they're not really banana sockets, but you sort of understand that these are recessed to ensure that the product can be as compact as possible. And for the vast majority of people that are using a speaker cable with bananas, you won't need some of the accessories I'll touch on. It plugs directly in, and they're clearly labelled right positive and negative, then of course left positive and negative. Really easy. If you're using bare wire, that's where the complementary banana adapters come in. They have a little plastic cover to ensure that they are non-conductive, and you wind them back, put a bare wire very tidily, ensuring that there's no ability for it to fuse in that, and then it plugs in one of these sockets. So even with them, it's relatively compact, but of course if you've already got banana plugs, there's no need to complicate your life by using the adapters, but it's wonderful that they have included them. So there we have it, this awesome new integrated amplifier from WiiM, the WiiM Vibelink Amp. 100 watts a channel, 200 watts into 4 ohms, ESS DAC, really stable, really quiet, really easy to use, and perfect for most compact floor standers or mid-sized bookshelves. There we have it, proudly unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.